Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and welcome to the first edition of a brand new review series where I am going to be talking about Black Lightning Season 4, which is also going to be the final one for the show. And when the CW announced that Black Lightning was going to get his own show, I was a little bit surprised but very interested to see how they were going to deliver a lesser known character from the DC universe, because Black Lightning hasn't really been in the media that much apart from a few appearances in the Super Friends cartoon back in the late 70s, and he also had an appearance in a number of episodes in the recent DC animated series Young Justice. But as far as live action appearances go, Black Lightning has had none whatsoever. He's mostly been exclusive to the comic books. So when Black Lightning came out on the CW, I was very surprised at how good it was, and I thought everybody in the cast did an excellent job, especially Cress Williams in the lead role of Jefferson Pierce / Black Lightning, and he delivered an unbelievable performance, and everybody, including him, the entire show won me over, and I've been a fan of the show ever since. Despite a couple of little clunkers and ups and downs along the way, the show has been very, very good, and I think ending Black Lightning at 4 seasons is the right way to go. I think it's a good number to bow out on, because you don't want the show to risk itself of burning itself out and slowly getting stale. It's better to get out while the iron is still hot, in my opinion. And I was extra pleased to see that Black Lightning is now officially part of the Arrowverse, where he made his Arrowverse debut in the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover event, where he interacted with not only Earth 1's Flash but Earth 90's Flash and all of the other heroes in the Arrowverse as well. So everything has pretty much brought all of this full circle from my view. And you know, I am a little bit sad that Black Lightning is ending at season 4, because I still feel the show has a lot more shelf life left in the tank, and I still feel it has a lot more to offer. But you know, what can you say really? All good things do indeed come to an end. But that's not what we're here for. We're not here to talk about the last episode, because we're nowhere near there yet. We're here to talk about the first episode of Black Lightning, which I have just finished watching, and it's very different to previous seasons that we have seen before. This deals with the aftermath of what's happened at the end of season 3, where we saw Jefferson's best friend Henderson get killed off. So that's kind of dealing with the aftermath of Henderson's death, which saw him become a casualty in the Markovian War, which ended at the end of season 3. So we are basically seeing Jefferson Pierce is no longer Black Lightning. He's turned his back on the persona. He's pretty much pushed all of his friends and family away, and he's pretty much in mourning mode, so to speak. He's grieving terribly, and he's a broken man, and it's very interesting to see that side of Black Lightning, because we all know he will eventually see the light at the end of the tunnel. So it's going to make for a very interesting story arc as we approach to the end of season 4. Everybody is back. Lynn is back. Gambi's back. Jennifer's back. Anissa's back. Everybody's back. And of course, Tobias Weil is back at his absolute diabolical best. And this episode had it all really. It was a very emotional ride, in my opinion. So with that all said, let's get right into it. Let's talk about episode 1, the Book of Reconstruction, chapter 1, Collateral Damage. So it's been a year since the Markovian War, and while the anniversary is something that is being noted, it doesn't appear to be something that anyone is really celebrating. We now see Freeland is now dealing with another violent threat, that being a gang war between the 100 and the Cobra cartel. Not much has changed in terms of police violence either. We still see cops are pulling over lots of different people, and now we see a new chief of police, Ana Lopez, who wants to document and tag all undocumented metahumans as she blames them for Henderson's death and Freeland's issues. Now, Ana Lopez is a very different kind of character to Henderson. Henderson always gave Jefferson, and Black Lightning for that matter, a lot of leeway to do kind of his own thing, but Ana Lopez is not here to make friends, she's here to do her job, and this is going to make for a very interesting season in my opinion. So we also find Jefferson Pierce is in a very bad place. He's still mourning the death of his best friend Henderson, and he's having family issues as well. We see him and Lynn are in counselling sessions, but it's not going very well, and his relationship with both of his daughters is also strained. He also declares that Black Lightning is dead, but he is still using his powers. We also see in this episode Jefferson attack a few police officers for harassing a young man, and then later uses his powers against one of the gang members who go after Jennifer. So this is a very different side to Pierce that we have not seen before, and both instances show a more aggressive and violent Jefferson that we are used to seeing. At one point we even see the police are ended up in the ICU, and it's said that the gang members are crippled. We also see Lynn is working in a lab, and despite her claim that she is doing very well with her sobriety, she's still obsessed with the metahuman formula, which we saw in the last season that she helped create. And we also see she's become a bit of a vigilante herself, as she's working a way of testing her research by testing it on herself with Gravedigger's persuasion powers to see how long they last. She also takes Anissa's side when it's revealed that Tobias Wao is alive and well, and Anissa says he needs to be killed in order to keep them all safe. Not bad advice, you know, we've been saying to Batman for years, why haven't you killed the Joker yet? But we all know that Black Lightning / Jefferson Pierce will never cross that line, because, you know, killing is just not in his MO, even though we've seen him fry a few bad guys along the way. We also see Grace remains in a coma, and we see Jennifer has been using her powers to fly around on a regular basis, and she and Anissa are going as a Thunder and Lightning team, taking out all of the drugs that the gangs are spreading throughout Freeland. After taking out a particularly large shipment, we see Thunder and Lightning are set up, and Jennifer is shot by an energy weapon. While she recovers quickly, we see at the end of the episode she is flying and suddenly loses her powers and passes out, falling through the sky. And then we also see Jefferson gets a call from Henderson's phone, and someone tells him that Henderson gave him the number and that they need to meet. An unseen Jefferson meets with this person who claims that Henderson was his mentor and Freeland needs Black Lightning, but he isn't sure he trusts him. Later, Jefferson has a letter from Henderson that vouches for this man, but it's soon revealed that he works for the police department and is part of an investigation into the attack on the two police officers earlier in the episode. And yes, he does suspect Jefferson. We also see Tobias Wao is using his money to work his way into control of Freeland once again, as he is to get on board for the board of directors for the lab where Lynn works. Lala wants Jennifer dead, and we see Gambi is visited by a woman from his past and given a job offer from an organisation that he clearly does not trust, and it's also revealed that the pair have a romantic past together. Also, we see Gambi tries to get through to Jefferson about his grief and how the city needs Black Lightning but no dice, because Jefferson has made it very clear that Black Lightning is no more and he's not interested in being a hero again. And that pretty much wraps up my review of the first episode of Black Lightning. Overall, excellent episode. Really enjoyed this a lot. A very emotional roller coaster ride in my opinion, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how this broken down, grieving version of Jefferson Pierce story arc is going to play out throughout season 4. So that's it from me. I'm going to wrap this up now. What did you think of episode 1 of Black Lightning? Did you enjoy it? What was your thoughts on Tobias now being as part of the board of directors where Lynn works? Do you think the two of them will start working together again like they did before? And what about Jennifer losing her powers as she falls from the sky? Do you think she will survive? And what about Jefferson Pierce going around on a rampage using his powers in public. Do you think he will get over this grievance, or do you think he's going to head down a much darker path? And what of this supposed job offer that Gamby has been presented? Do you think he will take it, or do you think he will remain loyal to Jefferson Pierce and continue to work with him? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will be back next time for another edition of the Black Lightning Season 4 review series, where I'll be talking about Episode 2. So until next time, take care everybody, and stay safe.